Shivaji, also known as Shivaji Shahaji Bhonsle, was the founder of the infamous Maratha Empire in India. He was born on 19 February 1630 in the hill fort of Shivneri near Junnar, now in Pune. Shivaji belonged to the Maratha family of the Bhonsle clan. Shivaji's father Shahaji Bhonsle, who was a Maratha general and served under the Deccan Sultanate. His mother, Jijabai, the daughter of Jadhav Rao of Sinkhed. Shivaji Afern, also known as Shivaji Shahaji Bhonsle, was the founder of the infamous Maratha Empire in India. He was born on 19 February 1630 in the hill fort of Shivneri near Junnar, now in Pune. If you don't like waiting, but still want results, act fast and build momentum to see change. Shivaji did exactly that at 16. He grabbed Trona Fort and never looked back. Trona, seized when he was 16. Its treasure would later fund Raigad. Over the next 2 years, Shivaji seized Purandar. Ironically, the birthplace of his heir, Sambhaji. Kondana, later famed as Sinhagad, and the stronghold of Chakan. Each fort was a lesson. Each victory a step toward independent rule. From a bold teen to a founder of a kingdom. This was the timeline to triumph. Shivaji's rivalry with the Mughals erupted in March 1657. Skirmishes flared near Ahmednagar. 2 officers raided Mughal territory. Imperial posts and trade routes jolted. Then came bold strikes on Junnar. Hit-and-run cavalry seized rich plunder, about 3 lakhs of Hun in cash, and roughly 200 horses. But the Mughals struck back. At Ahmednagar, Nasiri Khan met Shivaji. The battle ended in Shivaji's defeat, a sharp check to a long rivalry. In January 1660, Emperor Aurangzeb dispatched his maternal uncle, Shaista Khan, against Shivaji. He led over 150,000 men, backed by a powerful artillery division. The campaign aligned with Bijapur under Siddhi Jauhar for a crushing advance. With 80,000 well-provisioned troops at the front, Shaista Khan seized Pune. Armories, granaries and guard posts tightened control around the Maratha heartland. The siege was meant to break Shivaji's nerve. Instead, it set the stage for a raid. On the night of 5 April 1663, Shivaji struck back under cover of darkness. 400 hand-picked men slipped into Shaista Khan's quarter. They bypassed sentries and threaded through the camp's blind spots. The target, the Khan's mansion, believed impenetrable. They breached inner rooms and closed in on the bedchamber. Shivaji reached the Khan, wounding him in the melee. Shaista Khan lost 3 fingers in the attack. In the scuffle, his son and several wives, servants and soldiers were killed. The raiders vanished into the city before the camp could rally. Panic spread across the Mughal lines as dawn neared. The wounded Khan took refuge with Mughal forces outside Pune. News of the humiliation reached Aurangzeb swiftly. In anger, the emperor punished him with a transfer to Bengal. The setback elevated Shivaji's legend across the Deccan. From siege to raid, the balance of power briefly shifted. Exposing the treaty in Purandar. Exposing the power plays that made a king negotiate. This is the short story of siege, loss, and a forced peace. Early 1665, Jai Singh's army presses in, cavalry raise the countryside, forts are isolated. Mughal diplomacy works too. Key Maratha commanders and cavalry are lured away into Mughal service. By mid-1665, the fortress of Purandar is nearly taken, supply lines cut, morale fraying. Shivaji faces a stark choice: fight to the death or negotiate. He accepts terms with Jai Singh, the Treaty of Purandar, a tactical retreat that reshaped the region, not the end of Shivaji's story.
In 1674, Prataprao Gujar, the Sarnobat, commander-in-chief of the Maratha forces, and Anand Rao were sent to push back the invading Bijapuri force, led by General Bahlol Khan. Prataprao's forces defeated and captured Bahlol Khan in battle, after cutting off their water supply by encircling a strategic lake, which prompted Bahlol Khan to sue for peace. In spite of Shivaji's specific warnings against doing so, Prataprao released Bahlol Khan, who started preparing for a fresh invasion. Shivaji sent a letter to Prataprao, expressing his displeasure and refusing him an audience until Balal Khan was recaptured. Upset by this rebuke, Prataprao found Balal Khan and charged his position with only 6 other horsemen, leaving his main force behind, and was killed in combat. Shivaji was deeply grieved on hearing of Prataprao's death and arranged for the marriage of his second son, Rajaram, to Prataprao's daughter. On 6 June 1674, Shivaji was crowned king of the Maratha Empire, Hindavi Swaraj, in a lavish ceremony at Raigad Fort. In the Hindu calendar, it was the 13th day, Trayodashi, of the first fortnight of the month of Jeshta in the year 1596. Shivaji bowed before his mother, Jijabai, and touched her feet. Nearly 50,000 people gathered at Raigad for the ceremonies. Shivaji was entitled Shakakarta, founder of an era, and Chhatrapati, lord of the umbrella.